Namaskar. Today I'm going to talk on Sade Saati. What is Sade Saati? Sade Saati is a Hindi word, means 7.5 years. When people hear this word Sade Saati, they get scared. In fact, they are petrified because they are aware that this is the time when Saturn can cause a lot of affliction in their lives. A lot of trouble could come. What is this Sade Saati? Saturn, the planet Saturn, transits the zodiac cycle in about 29 years. Each sign 30-degree arc of the zodiac, Saturn transits in 2.5 years. So 2.5 plus 2.5 plus 2.5 is 7.5 year cycle of Saturn, which astrologers call Sade Saati. Now what happens when an individual is born? A human chart is made, the nativity is made, and the placement of moon in the zodiac sign is very important, because in India we follow the lunar system and we call that place a Rashi. Wherever the moon is, the Chandra is, that is the Rashi of an individual. There's a common practice that most people keep their names according to the alphabets of an individual Rashi. It becomes easy to know what is one's Rashi. So when Saturn in its regular transit movement comes 30 degree just before the moon, it's moving towards the moon and it touches 30th degree, then it is gradually moving closer to the moon. We say now the Saturn's 7.5 year cycle has started. So for 2.5 years it takes to come closer to the moon or in the Rashi where it is. That begins the second part of 7.5 year cycle. And then it gradually starts moving away from the position of the moon. And once it moves 30 degree away, that is the final 2.5 year cycle of the Saturn. So these three cycles are known as Sade Saati. Invariably, it is believed in astrology, Saturn is the cause of most troubles. But we forget, Saturn also gives power. In fact, people occupying public offices, immense power over the masses, by and large, is given by the planet Saturn. It believes in multitude, it believes in masses. So that means even when the problem comes, it comes from all directions. Every aspect of one's life, whether it is career, business, financial, domestic, personal, marital, health, during those 7.5 years is controlled by Saturn. That's why people get afraid. But that's not the fact. Because Saturn can be favorable. Because if in this 7.5 years, Saturn is transiting over his own zodiac signs like Capricorn and Aquarius, it cannot harm an individual. Or if it is transiting the zodiac sign Libra, where it is considered exalted, it cannot harm an individual. So similarly, it can be that sometimes 7.5 year itself can be the best 7.5 year for an individual, or 2.5 years are good, or 5 years are good and 2.5 bad, or sometimes all 7.5 can be bad. One has to go through that suffering. But we cannot say in general that Sade Saati is bad. In fact, I know many cases where I had told my clients, when they said that we are coming under Sade Saati and you're saying that things are going to be alright, I said, in fact, you should pray that Sade Saati begins soon, because your rise will happen only during that period. And invariably, as soon as the Saturn period started for them, their progress in all spheres of life, in case they are in the age group of 28-30, they get married, happily married, their success begins, they occupy high offices, and they are established firmly during that 7.5 years, so much so that they normally do not see ups and downs in life. So there is nothing to worry about Saturn's cycle of 7.5 years, Sade Saati. So when we look into the finer aspect of 7.5 year cycle of Saturn, there is no need to fear. Maybe Saturn comes in our lives during that period to humble us. We may be dissipating our energy. We must be directionless. Saturn comes as a disciplinarian so that we can follow a rightful path that will take us to success. So the real meaning of Sade Saati is only 7.5 year cycle. It does not mean, people in fact call it panopti. It is not. So there is no need to fear Saturn. It can be benign, benevolent. Thank you very much.